After 8 episodes, we're down to the last one. What's up, my Central Unit Galaxy? It's the Central Man here, so this is my review of the final episode of Wandavision, Series 1, Episode 9. The title of this episode is called Season Finale. Is it a great one, a good one, or terrible one? It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great at the same time. It was a good episode to climax the show overall. I'll get to the overall about my thoughts about the whole show later on in this review. This episode review is totally different than the previous 8 episodes reviews of the show because I reviewed these shows since January. I started, talking about the beginning to the end. This will be the same format when I review the Marvel movies. And speaking of me reviewing the Marvel movies, that'll be this weekend, reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy. Stay tuned. Anyway, so it started with a battle between Agatha Harkness and Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. It's the same scene where they picked up what they last started from the end of the last episode. Wanda cast some red charms at Agatha, and her hands turned to black. And I think Agatha said about, like, someone who has magic, I can take away someone else's magic if they don't deserve. And that played a massive part in the lateral stages of the episode. We got, we got Monica and the fake Pietro, and that's played by Evan Peters. He is playing a guitar, he's being this douchebag hippie. Monica trying to leave the man cave, basically, it's called the Man Cave. The fake Pietro has, the Quicksilver powers because Evan Peters is Quicksilver. I'm not a big fan of Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver from Age of Ultron. I like Evan Peters' character more than Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver. That's just me. So yeah, Pietro, the fake Pietro, stopping Monica for the first time. He kind of flipped Monica out of her ass and she kind of landed, crash into like a wooden table. And then later on in this scene, in the same room between the fake Pietro and Monica, or fake Peter. I call him Peter Maximoff instead of Pietro because Pietro Maximoff is Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver. This is the Evan Peters Quicksilver. That's just me. I said it in previous episode reviews of this show. Monica just was sleuthing and found a headshot of, the fake Pietro. His real name is Ralph Boner. I don't know if that was a reference or something. And the fake Pietro kind of laughed. He's like Boner, and he's watching Steven Seagal. I don't know if they did a reference to Steven Seagal on this show. Yeah. The fake Pietro says, "Do you like Steven Seagal?" And then Monica basically wrestled him onto the ground, and they found out he was wearing like a necklace around his neck. Not a girly necklace. It's more like a hippie necklace without the logo. I don't know. You never see that. That's the last time we see Evan Peters in the Marvel movies. Actually, it's not really a Marvel movie, but any Marvel environment ever again. Because it's unlikely when Marvel's going to do another X-Men movie. I don't think. The last one they did is was it the New Mutants? Damn shame, never got a chance to see that. Anyway, so yeah, you got the White Vision appeared. But Wanda is a bit of a dumbass. Like, that's not the real Vision. The real Vision is red. Is it red and green? This is the White Vision. The White Vision kind of grab Wanda, hold her by the head, basically giving her the Great Khali vice grip. And then you got saved by the normal Vision, not the real Vision, because the real Vision got killed in Age of Ultron. Sorry, I was about to burp. That Vision kind of know the whole situation. Wanda said about, "I should have told you," and then and the kids, played a massive part in this episode. When with the sword guys going into the hex, you got this 3 battles between Wanda and Agatha basically cast the spell in Latin, said about like still believe that Wanda's an actual witch, and Wanda says, "I'm not a witch. No one taught me about magic." You know, it's kind of true because Wanda has the powers since she got experimented by Hydra. It's not like I don't know why Agatha convinced that she's a witch. I don't understand that, but anyway, she casts like a charm to speak Latin, and the people who's part of the Hex, they snap out of the trance, and it really basically they were tortured because I think they had nightmares about Wanda, and then Wanda is broke down, kind of cast like a red charm. A lot of them they choke out Wanda's power. It's like I think Agatha said about a real heel doesn't torture someone else. So anyway, the fight between Agatha and Wanda and the two visions, it wasn't brute strength. It's not like punching, kicking, using their powers. They beat them by their wits. Also, I wrote down the confrontation between Hayward and Wu. Wu is I like that character, man. He was sneaky and crafty in this episode. He took like the phone and said about like said to Hayward, you can't cover this, and Hayward said I don't need to. And something about like Hayward said about you could be part of this victory if you have more vision, and Wu says, that's a good one, Hayward. I convince. He said about some guy from Cartino is gonna know about your little plan, and Hayward said you're bluffing, and Wu said, I am. I am. I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling. So he basically, the guards kind of thrown him into this hay. You can tell it was a bunch of haystacks. It was some kind of barn. He kind of like uncuffed his handcuffs and called his was it a cliff probably from the FBI because he worked with the FBI. Jimmy Woo. So that's good. He's not like his character so far in the show. He's not really like he's a bumbling character. He was sneaky. He used his wits instead of using his brawn. It's not the last time we see Wu. I think he might come back if Marvel's doing a third Ant-Man movie. So anyway, and also Hayward got his comeuppance. He got arrested in the post-credit scene. Basically, Hayward trying to shoot the kids. I think Hayward's motive is stopping Wanda. If basically. I thought like the kid will get shot. I think he's shooting at towards Billy or Tommy, because I think their code names in the comics are Wicked and Spike. Was it Speed? I want to say Spice, but Wicked's got the powers of Wanda, and Speed is got the powers of Pietro. That's. I think Wicked is Billy, and Tommy is Speed. So Hayward shot the bullets. It goes past Monica. It makes sense because Monica has powers now. She can't die. It's not like because she got the powers in episode 7 when she got back into the Hex. So and Billy managed to stop the bullets. Because you imagine they did that. The death of a child, that'd be more sad than the death of Pietro from Age of Ultron. Because maybe Hayward is a fucking dumbass. Because if he shot at Billy, maybe I might buy into it because the heir to Quicksilver's throne. Because Pietro was shot in a cross. He was killed in a crossfire in Age of Ultron. Anyway, so I think Monica said to Billy. I think Billy's with the short hair, Tommy's with the long hair. And Billy wears red, Tommy wears blue and silver. It's kind of like referencing, because red was referencing Wanda. And blue and grey, that's referencing Pietro. Monica said to Billy, nice tricks. I think Billy said, nice, same to you. And anyway, and really Billy, Tommy, Billy and Tommy, stopped the sword guards with the guns. They took away the guns, and I think Billy took one of the soldiers' hat and shades. It's a shame that we're not going to see those characters again because the Hex is shutting down. And the funny part that when Wanda shut down the Hex, people are not angry. They were tortured. When like Agatha, snapped them out of the trance. They said that they were ganging up on Wanda, but Wanda, after she shut down the hex, she like put her hood up and leave, and the fans, not fans, but people off Westview looking at Wanda. You could tell they were basically they they were looking for, they just want to kill Wanda, crucify Wanda for what she did. She never had any consequences because she started the whole thing. She's the whole one started this Westview hex. I think in reality it do better for them because when she entered Westview it was a bit of a shithole, and then when she started this universe, the whole purpose of Wanda is starting this Westview hex was bringing back Vision, and it make the town a better place. It's the place you like to go, whether it's on holiday or whatever, or start a new life in a different place. It's a town in New Jersey. Anyway, so Hayward got arrested in the post-credit scene. He tried to drive off, and he got stopped by Darcy. Darcy was driving the food truck, and it was the last time we see Kat Dennings as Darcy, unless she showed up in the new Thor movie, Love and Thunder. She said like have fun in prison, and that was it. And then in the post-credit scene, Monica gave Wu some compliment. Said about like authority suits you, and then said about where's Darcy. Wu tell Monica where's Darcy. I think she said like this beliefs is for the weak. Yeah, we never see Kat Dennings Darcy ever again unless she appeared in the Thor 4. Was it Love and Thunder? And it probably makes sense because they bring back Natalie Portman for the 4th movie, so they'll probably bring back Kat Dennings in the future because I think like she's also doing a new show, right? It's on the Disney Plus app right now. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so I'm trying to break down the plot easier instead of doing it in the correct order. So, and also the battle between Agatha and Wanda and the two Visions. They were not fighting for like strength. They beat them at their own game with their wits. With the battle with the Visions, they were fighting in the library. They were talking about like the ship of Theseus, kind of like playing not biological warfare, but mind games at the fake Vision. Because the fake Vision, the white Vision hasn't got the Mind Stone. I think like the Hex Vision says I don't have the original material. He said about like the white Vision has the data, and Vision did like the whole mind thing. Saw the mind like of the original Vision before the whole Westview hex. Some clips from Age of Ultron and Infinity War, and then the white Vision says I'm Vision. He kind of blasts out of the library, and you never seen the white Vision ever again. There were some holes in this of this episode. I think that kind of like sour other fans. That's just me. I think there's signs that Paul Bettany is not done with the MCU just yet. Because now you got the white Vision. Maybe the white Vision could be the new Vision. Who knows? Fingers crossed. Because now she's got the data. Snap out of the. It was created by Sword to stop. Vision and destroy the Hex Vision and neutralize Wanda. That was the white Vision's goal. And also same as Agatha and Wanda. She kind of like sneaked behind Agatha, did the mind thing. I think it's the first time that she did that since Age of Ultron. She did that mind trick onto Thor and then Cap. And also because she has powers of telekinesis, she did that onto Agatha. Went to her mind, playing some tricks. That kind of a little bit backfired on Wanda. And also they give her the Scarlet Witch outfit. That was good. Sometimes you gotta be careful what to do. Sometimes doing the stuff in comics will never work in live action. It's okay in comics and animated superhero shows, but it never worked in live action. So it's good to see Wanda wearing the Scarlet Witch costume. You know, because yeah, we haven't really saw that since well, really forever now. She never really wore that. You know, I don't know. She was wearing like a jacket and all red in, you know, in Age of Ultron, Captain America: Civil War. Was it sorry, Infinity War. Sorry, my mind's going to a blank. And also Endgames. She wore a similar costume in the Halloween episode, but it's good to see Agatha. It's not Agatha. Wanda wearing the Scarlet Witch costume to become Scarlet Witch. You know, I think Elizabeth Olsen said like she doesn't want to see the character wearing a skippier outfit. That was some of the interview building up to the show. Anyway. So yeah. So instead of killing off Wanda, because Wanda, every time Wanda's shooting the red charm at Agatha, her powers looks like she's drained, because in the last episode, you can call it like an origin, that the witches are punishing Agatha for using dark magic, and then the blue charm was going towards Agatha. I think Agatha is not doing this. I don't think Agatha. I think in comics, like Agatha and Wanda are in cahoots. They're kind of like working each other in the comics. Like they're not like friends, but like they're kind of in cahoots. I can see her Wanda as a anti-hero. In wrestling terms, she's more like a tweener. She kind of like because Agatha was in Wanda's side in the comics, but yeah, they kind of changed up the direction of the Agatha Harkness character. And then I think she's not meant to do this. And she didn't really did it on purpose. She should like experimented on it. And then she basically killed off the witches. The blue charm become the purple charm, and then she's become evil ever since. Yeah, and you thought Agatha's nothing more than an empty shell. You thought Wanda was killed, but it was all a swerve, a good swerve. She's basically, instead of blasting at Agatha, killing Agatha, Wanda's casting up the rune. Like in the previous episode, only the witch who cast the rune will allow to use the magic. And then, yeah, instead of killing off Agatha, because Catherine Hahn, her performance in the show was good, as Agnes and Agatha Harkness. It's not the last time we see her. Whether she can appear in Doctor Strange 2, Hayward, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the character. I'm glad he's got his comeuppance. So, in the end, yeah, she said about, like, what are you going to do? Agatha said to Wanda, what are you going to do? Lock me away. And Wanda says, not somewhere, but here. They give her, basically Wanda give her give her, her role. Her role before, in the first half of the show, she was the nosy neighbor Agnes, and then, Wanda touched Agatha's head and she became Agnes. She's no longer Agatha Harkness anymore. So, and Agatha said about, you don't know what you're doing. Do you know you just, something about unleash, you don't know what you're doing, you just release, unleash. Sorry about that. Kind of stumble on my words, but she said about, she don't know what she done, you know what you're doing, you just, I'm guessing like Wanda's unleash something. We don't know. That could set up like a future movie, probably at Doctor Strange 2. Anyway, so it's set up, and also the final goodbye of Wanda and Vision. It took the kids home, put them in their beds, and Wanda said, "Thank you for choosing me," and then, they kiss, and then she shut down the hex, and the final words of Vision, "So long, my darling." So yeah. I thought it would be a swan song for Paul Bettany in the MCU, but I think they're keeping Paul Bettany around, probably portraying as the White Vision. So, it's really funny. I said it in the previous episode review of the show that Paul Bettany's been around for 13 years. He was Jarvis in Iron Man 1 and other Marvel movies in Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Avengers 1, Avengers 2, then became Vision. He's been with her quite some time, but I think they stick him around. I'll get to the post-credit scene a little bit later, or afterwards, but yeah, I think I covered most of it. Yeah, I think I did. Let's talk about the post-credit scene. The post-credit scene, we got the, I brought up like brought that Hayward got arrested, and then Darcy, you said about was it disbelief for the week? You never see her again, and also you got a woman representing the FBI. You got an alien. This is a character from Captain Marvel. I'm not really familiar of the movie. Haven't really saw the movie. I didn't really saw it when it was out. I was not into it. I was focused on watching Shazam though, because Shazam was a better movie. It was a fun movie. Just the alien in green said to Monica that someone says you're grounded. Someone up there wants to talk to you. I don't know if it's her mom or Nick Fury, because I saw clips from the Captain Marvel movie, but never saw the whole movie overall. Yeah, it's still on the Disney Plus app, because I haven't really. I'm still on phase 2, but and Monica smiles. It could be her mum. So yeah, this is planting the seeds of probably Captain Marvel 2. That will probably be was it 2022, 2023? Because some of these Marvel movies are pushing back, because due to the pandemic. So, and also there was two post-credit scenes, and we haven't got that in the last two post-credit scenes. Sorry, I can't stumble, but in the last 2 episodes, like only one post-credit scenes in episode 7 and 8. In this episode, in the season finale, we got 2. The last one we had Wanda basically living in a house into the mountains. I don't know. I think it's a reference to in the ending of Incredible Hulk, in the 2008 movie, because Bruce Banner was living in the mountains, and you got Wanda is basically drinking a cup of coffee, and then all of a sudden, that's not the real Wanda, and the real Wanda is in this dark world, reading a book, and then you hear the kid's voice. Like, Mom, please help me. I'm guessing it was it's hinting something. Maybe it's setting up a second season, or they're probably setting up for Doctor Strange 2. I think people were a little bit pissed off or disappointed. Not really pissed off, but a little bit disappointed. We never got a chance to see Benedict Cumberbatch role as Doctor Strange. I think they're not. Yeah, I think they did the right thing to annoy it, because they're not gonna set up. People want to see, playing more seeds of future movies and TV shows for the rest of Phase 4. No, they just wanted to end the show and see Wanda just reading a book. I think Wanda knows. I think she's studying the magic very well. She could really bring back the boys and the Vision again. Actually, you got the White Vision, but it's painting something. It's probably setting up. A second season. Instead of calling it Wandavision, they'll probably change it as Wanda and the Vision. I could see doing a second season, because I think it has to wait until the end of the Doctor Strange 2 movie, because that's gonna be like 2022. So the movie will be like not the movie, but the second season will be but the second. I'm trying to say the second season will be probably a year later after the movie. That'll be in 2023, I think. So I want to see. Some people don't want to see a second season, but I want to see a second season, because this is good. This is the best thing happening. I want to see more. Because we never got the chance to see the relationship developing between Wanda and Vision in, Civil War and Infinity War. We got that on the show. So yeah, I could see Wanda could bring back the boys in the future. So that's it. That's the end of WandaVision. So overall, I think this show's been good. I think it's the first time we see anything Marvel related since the pandemic. Because the last time we saw a Marvel movie or whatever was Spider-Man: Far From Home in 2019, and then the massive COVID pandemic hit. No superhero movies and TV shows in 2020. This is the first superhero show in 2021. Actually, we got Wonder Woman 1984. That was the only superhero movie in 2020. But I like it. It's planting the seeds of. I think it planted seeds of throughout the whole of Phase 4. Not all, but some. some rumors say they're gonna set up like the Avengers to reassemble, but I could see a dark version of the Avengers because I think the dark version of the Avengers would be the Marvel's version of the Justice League Dark. You know, with Constantine, was it Santana, Swamp Thing, what's his Hentrigan, because they did an animated movie. I think it was in 2017, 2018. I saw it. It was good. Yeah, Matt Ryan in his role as John Constantine. That was a good film. Anyway, so yeah, the overall show was good. You know, it started as a sitcom, and people, you know, and they kind of work outside the box, think outside the box. You know, instead of doing like a standard superhero show, they just like do the first three episodes as a sitcom, and then slowly build it up to to the season finale, and they did it correctly. So I think this is gonna be nominated because everyone play a massive part. Catherine Hahn, Paul Bettany, even Elizabeth Olsen, you know, Kat Dennings did well, same as Randall Park as Ginny Woo. What's the guy who plays Hayward's name? I think it's something Stamberg or something, Michael Stamberg. I don't know. You know, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right now. So yeah, I can't wait for this Friday. This Friday will be the start of the Winter Soldier Falcon show. That'll be good to see Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie, you know, reprise their roles as Winter Soldier and Falcon. That'll be good. I thought it was gonna be a movie, but instead it's a TV show. I seen the trailer for that show. I thought that was a movie, but unfortunately that's not really the case. So yeah, I think I talked everything about the season finale. Not much to talk about. It was, you know, like I said, it was a good season finale. It wasn't great. You know, people want to see just plain board seats throughout the rest of Phase 4, but I think just like they're not focused on that. They're just focused on ending this show and probably set up release season 2 probably in the near future if Wanda survives the Doctor Strange 2 film. You know, I could see Wanda basically, I almost say turning heel in pro wrestling terms, but going in the dark side. She could probably do that, you know. There's some glimpses when Wanda could be the villain in episode, I think it was episode 5? No. Yeah, I think it was episode 5. But, yeah, you know, but I think, yeah, she's kind of like a tweener. So, no, yeah, the big bad baddie has to be Agatha Harkness. One thing, I thought they could lead to a post-credit scene with, you know, Agatha Harkness lost her powers, she became Agnes. I thought she could get her powers back, and then she could probably, that'll be a proper setup for probably, yeah, Doctor Strange 2, or even set up season 2, Agatha managed to get her powers. It's similar to, from the, I think it was the post-credit scene, or the end scene of X-Men Last Stand, when Magneto lost his powers, sorry, I'm calling him a girl, but he was playing chess, and then all of a sudden he like moved the piece without using his hands. So I thought, like, and he got his powers back. It would be a typical thing, like someone lost his powers, and then suddenly got the powers back in the ending. That set up like it's not the last time we see that character. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Instead of like something about Doctor Strange punishing Agatha, like suspending him from time, they're content to do that, or even the Sword people killing her. Yeah, Agatha Harkness is Agnes. So yeah, so I'm gonna end it now. So that was the final episode review of WandaVision. Leave the thoughts on the comment section below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the Central 9 Network on YouTube for more wrestling videos and Marvel videos. Watch all 8 episodes of WandaVision reviews gone on the playlist, and the Marvel movie reviews as well from Phase 1 and freedom of Phase 2. So yeah, and click the notification bell, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, smash the like button, and subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. And I don't know if I'm going to review the episodes of Winter Soldier and Falcon. Never say never. Yeah, fuck it, I will do it. I think it's on Friday, so I'm going to do it on Monday. You know, I'm trying to find a proper date for the show because by the way, April, it'll be the return of me reviewing the Clash of the Champions shows. That'll be April. I say the second week of April. yeah, the return of the Clash of the Champions shows review. So stay tuned for that. So enough of my talking. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, watch all my episode reviews of Wandavision and the Marvel movie reviews on this channel. And this is Essential Man officially signing out. Check you later. And that's all my review of Wandavision. Yeah, this is a thumbs up show. Go on, if you got the Disney Plus app, go and check it out.